Let me throw a hot take directly at your face. Arkham Asylum wasn't Joker's master plan, it was everyone else's opportunity. People love to talk like Joker ran some flawless criminal symphony that night, conducting chaos like a purple psychopath Mozart. But if you slow down and actually look at what's happening, two people were quietly preparing to steal the entire operation out from under him. Ivy and Harley Quinn. And once you see it, it's impossible to unsee. Joker wants dominance through Titan, that's it. He wants strength on demand. Busted bioenhancements to create an army of cracked out gorilla men who can overwhelm Gotham through sheer muscle. But Joker's plan has problems. Titan itself is unstable. The mutants burn out. Joker himself is dying from it. And distribution relies on unreliable henchmen who die immediately. So we already know something key. This was never gonna last. Best case scenario, he gets a temporary city takeover before everything collapses. It's a spectacle, not a sustained empire. And this is exactly where Ivy and Harley come in. Ivy's role immediately stands out. She doesn't act like Joker's partner. She behaves like someone waiting out a bad alliance. She refuses to follow his orders unless they benefit her goals. Her interests are regaining her connection to plant life, reclaiming autonomy, and escaping Joker's psychological leash. Everything Ivy does points towards rebuilding power, not helping Joker control Gotham. The moment Joker gives her access to Titan, she doesn't serve him, she mutates her plants. She builds her own biomechanical army. She anchors herself physically into the asylum environment. Gaining territorial control Joker doesn't even interact with. Ivy is literally setting up her own mini-kingdom inside Arkham, creating something Joker could never directly counter without losing resources. And think about this, Joker's Titans obey him only through scarcity, supply of serum. Ivy's mutated plant creatures, they answer to her alone. She creates something sustainable, self-regenerating, and fully loyal. From a criminal strategy standpoint, that's infinitely more powerful than Joker's unstable riot squads. Joker never dismantles Ivy's plant hub because he can't afford to. Now let's talk about the elephant in the clown suit, Harley Quinn. She starts out acting like Joker's cheerleader, loud, comedic, and chaotic. But watch her behaviour instead of listening to her voice lines. What is Harley actually doing most of the night? Guarding high-level value Titan shipments, managing henchman squads, running psychological operations against Batman, and operating independently of Joker's presence. Harley is doing logistics, not sidekick fluff. She controls the flow of Titan more than Joker does, which means she quietly holds the real power. And remember, power isn't who invented Titan, it's who controls distribution. And that's Harley. Harley's devotion to Joker has always been about emotional dependency, not strategic loyalty. In Arkham Asylum, she's visibly frustrated by Joker's recklessness. He lies to her, sends her into unnecessary danger, and treats her like a prop, not a partner. This is seeds of betrayal growing, and the game constantly hints at it subtly. Through Harley's increasingly bossy tone over intercom, her controlling henchman patrols, and her avoidance of direct actual collaboration with Joker himself. Harley is increasingly behaving like someone getting ready to take over, not support. And Ivy doesn't want Joker ruling Gotham. Harley doesn't want Joker reinforcing a subservient prison. Together, they want freedom and power. And narratively, Ivy always wants to play the manipulator to Harley's vulnerability. It's not much of a leap to suggest Ivy was whispering better futures into Harley's ear. This isn't speculation. This dynamic is absolutely canon across Arkham media. Look at the battlefield by the mid-game. Ivy's plant zones dominate major halls of the island. Harley controls Joker's security posts and Titan supply chains, and Joker himself becomes physically weaker and isolates himself. This isn't loyal cooperation. This is a division of territory, the early map of an internal overthrow. They weren't confronting Joker yet because he was still useful. He provided resources, distraction, and a symbol to rally the crazies around, but the moment Joker stopped being useful, he would have been removed. Joker thrives on chaos and attention, and he rarely notices that admin power shifts happening behind him, because he doesn't care about logistics. He trusts sentiment over structure, and he assumes loyalty where fear exists. This is classic Joker. Confusing submission for devotion. And Batman himself ruins everything, because Joker's collapse happens too quickly. Batman destroys the Titan distribution network, he defeats Ivy's plant hub, and he dismantles Harley's security control. None of the players get a chance to finish their coup. The entire criminal reshuffling is interrupted by one man dressed as tax-evading technology. And the beauty of Arkham's storytelling is that nothing is spelled out for you. The game communicates conflict through level progression, power distribution, and NPC command behaviors. Viewed this way, Arkham Asylum becomes less about Joker's master plan, and more about a power vacuum forming inside a villain's coalition. No one trusted anyone, and everyone was building something on the side. So finally, Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn weren't planning to march behind Joker forever. They were planning to walk past him. Joker was the spark, but Ivy envisioned the forest burning under her control. Harley envisioned the Empire with her finally at the top. And Batman just showed up before even a whisper became a scream. Arkham Asylum isn't a story about one madman's triumph. It's a story about villains eating each other alive, jockeying for power in the dark while a bat dismantles their board piece by piece. And if Batman hadn't been there, Joker would have won anyway. He'd have been dethroned quietly by the very women standing beside him. Anyway, that's about it for today, guys. I'll see you on the next one.